Okay, welcome to the Clarity's Art Studio tour. We just thought we would share our artist space with you. We've always enjoyed knowing more about different art spaces that the various artists have and get a feel for their environment. It gives you a bigger picture of who they are, what you're seeing, how it's created, where it's created. So welcome to our space. This is Robert and
Suzanne.
And we go by a single name of Clarity. And that's because there are the two of us who work on the same piece at the same time.
We've done this for 20 years.
Yeah, and so we cross over each other's marks, and it's a deep listening that allows us to share creative space. And it's always fascinating. We have told people for years that it's very much for us like when you use the old Polaroid camera and you take the picture and the film pops out of the front of the camera and everyone gathers around to watch the development appear right before their eyes. Well, that's kind of what it's like for us when we paint together, because it's we're observing and participating at the same moment. So
yeah, we work intuitively, so we don't pre-plan, and we just stay real tuned in to the piece of work and what's needed, and then we just begin. We don't rework our work or erase work.
And that's a fascinating thing for us. So we never get tired of that. It's always fresh. It's always interesting. It's always us being just as excited to see what's going to happen as anyone. So it's a nice way. It's a hallmark of our work and very unique in the way that we approach our art. We're glad you're here today at the studio, because it'll give you a feel of the space that we work in and a lot of the work that we've done. We've got a lot of wall space, and we've used it all up, hanging paintings.
Well, this work is from our show, The Oracle. It's a combination of prints and photography, and then painting with crepas and acrylics and metallic inks and all the different paints, multimedia.
We have gone into the multimedia work over the past several years. We started out actually just working on 4x6-inch cards and using paint pens that had a brush tip to them. And even with that small canvas, we both worked together on them at the same time. And over the years we've gone obviously larger, and it's been just as exciting and just as fun to do that.
Well, this is the Kuan Yin Oracle we're looking at right now. It's a table, actually, and we haven't found a place to put it up right here. We've usually had it in our home. We have it in the studio now.
So we took the base off of it and hung it on the doorway there.
It is the Oracle of Compassion, and it's been a wonderful, nurturing piece of work that we made sculptures for, that we've used in times that we need to have help with answers to questions, or times that we need insight into. And so this came to us in a dream, and we've used it for, goodness, 15 years as a family.
We and our friends and acquaintances have, as they have known more about it than they were interested, to the point that at one point we actually created a book. I'm going to just have you swing over here for a second, and this is one of 13 books that we've done, but this is on the Kuan Yin Oracle, and it is filled with images, and each piece that normally goes on the table.
Yeah, pick one for this.
Okay,
this
for
thing. Yeah.
Let's see. One intuitively I'm going to pick for our filming today is creating the space that gives the feminine spirit room to feel itself is what is now moving beyond the oath of silence, water. So apparently this visit today is about flowing and sharing the information. So thank you for being here and taking the time to look at the studio.
Now, this piece here is one of our pattern pieces, and I love this piece. This is called The Sexuality of Self.
We did it years ago.
And it's done in liquid acrylic, so it retains its color.
It's been in the full blazing sun, and it still looks same as it did the day that we
20
painted
years. And then actually, we've been actually working together for almost 24 years, Robert.
Yeah, that's true. Wow.
And this is a box. We do a lot of 3Ds. We like to work with 3Ds in addition to our art.
I'm going to pull,
And these
while
are
you're
some of the
here,
books that other books that we have done.
I'm going to pull out more of the books. So they're on our website. If you are there already, then you know. But otherwise, it's clarityandcompany.com, all lowercase with the word "and" spelled out. So clarityandcompany.com. And these are listed on there. This is the Serious Mysteries. We have, I'll pull this out, Profile of a Goddess. I'll just quickly go through the titles. Ganesha's Fugue. One that we started the tour out with is from this piece. Is a close-up of the title
Body as a Box.
Body as a Box. And to give you an idea of the amount of color inside, there's quite a bit, and these are books that we're very proud of and have really enjoyed the quality of these books and the color reproductions. Here is Mandala. This is from a mandala show that had been done in this area back in around 2001, 2003. And to give you an idea, some of the color and some of the patterns that we did that went with what the Tibetan monks were doing at the time. And let's see if we've got...
Then we have photography.
Photography's in there too. I'm just not running across it at the moment. But to continue with our...
Here's a Root Child.
Root Child and the Coming of Fairies.
Which is the show that we'll show you up here on the wall.
Yeah, it's the last show that we have done. This is
Ten Doors.
The Tin Door.
Wonderful poem, the creation epic. That's lovely.
And Dream Shades.
That we wrote. All these are pieces. A lot of our writing is about the depth of the deep mystery, and also about the journey, the journey to coming to an understanding of one's sacred self, and also the changes within the soul and the body as one moves towards this. This is a part of a children's. We've actually done 20 books for a children's series, and this is the first one we've self-published.
So we are pleased with that, and it gives us another avenue of our creativity, and also helps people to see more of the work that we've done, and also be able, because of all our paintings, we go into story, because this is called The Wedding. A lot of story with the work that we do, so this helps get you in touch with that.
This is part of the show, The Coming of Fairies. Honey, I'm going to go down here.
Okay.
It's another piece. I love these pieces. These are reflective of our dream drawings. Years ago, we quit drawing the dream story, and we wrote a book about the rapture repose. It's the place where we go in the dream, in our dream state, where we're completely in the delta, and we actually are in a space of ecstasy, in union with the divine presence within us and within our lives. And in there is what we don't remember. We come back with all these stories that are bits and pieces of an interpretive thing from the mind, but the actual essence of the communication between ourselves and the divine is not there. And so we've quit writing and we started drawing, and these all came out of it, and it's very reflective. Later we realized of the visions of Ezekiel's visions, because everything's on wheels, and wheels within wheels, and eyes, and it was before we really knew a lot about the Ezekiel's, the Bible revelations of Ezekiel's visions. Now this is some of the fun part of the studio. This other side we just went through is the side we work on boxes, and this here is our dream house. It's a little crowded because we bought all the sacred sculptures from the Kuan Yin oracle and put them in the dream house, and they're all visiting in there with all the other little characters, and it's quite a fun thing. These are some of the primitive sculptures that Robert and I did.
Organic in nature, and so here's the rabbit with the nesting on top and what energy it's carrying with it. The snake, the bird in the nest.
A lot of them are even kind of, they're so imprinted with
the energy
hands.
that he carries with him. Here's Ganesh, who's the mover of obstacles in the Hindu lore.